You're listening to the Chandler Burton Podcast. Turn it up to 11 and rip the knob off. This is Chandler Burton.
Welcome back to the Chandler Burton Podcast. I'm your host, Chandler Burton, and today, super special guest. I've been wanting to get him on for a while, and I finally got him on, my buddy Micah.
Yo, what's up?
How you doing, man?
Good. Happy to be here, honestly.
Well, it's funny because it's your house.
Yeah. Well,
and it's your stuff. Well, it's
happy to be talking with you.
At your house.
At my house.
Well,
where I'm the most comfortable.
Yeah. I mean, let's be honest. Well, the thing is, though, I asked you to do this, and I was like, oh, yeah, we could talk over Discord. And then you're like, you just come over and do it, and then we'll talk about how we met. But I was like,
stuff.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I guess we could just do it that way. So yeah, thanks for coming on, man. Thanks for letting me use your equipment to make this is gonna be the best looking podcast, probably the best sounding podcast. Because I used to do it over Discord or Zoom.
Oh yeah.
And would use OBS Studios.
Yeah. Well, this is OBS Streamlabs that we're on right now. It's just
we got
studio mics.
Got a nice camera. Got cameras and stuff.
Get comfortable
stuff like that. Oh, you want me to turn this way?
Sure, we can turn a little bit.
Okay.
Just make it not too much. You gotta make sure stay in frame. But yeah. There we go. Let's do this.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Well, how you doing today, man?
Dude, I'm freaking tired.
Working a lot?
Yeah, well, so I pushed really, really hard. Just a quick little backstory. I pushed really, really hard to get some stuff done. So I did like 17-hour days for 7 days straight for 3 weeks. And then I got everything done, but then I got COVID on the last day. So,
yeah.
And then that put me down for a week where I was exhausted, and the COVID fog on the back end for 2 weeks after that. So I'm pretty much I'm still recovering from that right now, but it's been good. I've been like going out and hanging out by myself, just on the water, it's really hard to, it feels like you're wasting your time or being irresponsible when you just like go take time for yourself. You know what I mean?
I feel that a lot.
Yeah. You're just like, oh man, I feel like I shouldn't be doing this right now. But like, so what I've been doing is I got a haircut yesterday. I was on the way back, and I was like, I can turn right and go home, or turn left or go to the water. And I was just like, I really just felt like I needed to go home. But so I went to the water. Yeah. So, because I don't trust myself very much these days. So, I went down there, walked around in circles, and it felt pretty good. And watched Top Gun again last night, and feeling pretty good. I'm still exhausted, but I'm trying to take some time out just to get my head back. Yeah.
Good, man.
How about you, man? How are you doing?
Dude, I'm doing pretty good, man. I just Top Gun was so good.
Yeah, it's incredible.
It's like way good. It's
my favorite movie of this year for sure, and probably in my top 3 movies of all time.
Oh, of all time, top 3.
I've never had a movie that can make me feel all the emotions and nobody dies.
That's true. Yeah. That's very, very true. Yeah. What are your other? Do you have your other 2 favorite movies?
It's kind of hard to think about. I'm not a huge movie watcher. Here's the funny thing. I'm not a huge movie critic. I've watched a ton of movies.
Right.
I have some other movies that are like super, super cool that I forget the names of that I really, really enjoy.
Yeah.
What's that one movie? It's like, I think it's Code or something. Source Code. You seen Source Code? Yeah.
I've never seen Source Code.
Source Code is really good. It's this guy. It's like a time travel thing or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, check it out. Source Code is really, really awesome. And then I don't know. Edge of Tomorrow was really, really cool. Another Tom Cruise movie.
Dude, Tom Cruise is the man.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
As far as like Edge of Tomorrow, I love time travel in movies. I just love the mental trip of it. You know what I mean?
That's true.
It never really makes too much sense. And then I enjoy the Marvel movies. I wouldn't put them in my top movies ever, but like it's a fun experience and they're pretty cool.
That's so
how about you? What's your top?
Dude, it's hard because I'm a huge movie guy.
Yeah,
that's literally.
So give me the 3 seconds, top 3 movies.
Get Out, The Dark Knight, The Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, Dark Knight's really good.
The Dark Knight's amazing.
I disagree on The Empire Strikes Back, though. I'm not a huge Star Wars guy.
Oh, I know you're not. You told me that, and honestly, that broke my heart a little.
I just didn't grow up in it.
No.
So when you watch it as a mature adult, you're like, what is going on?
Yeah.
There's all these weird men talking like, hello there, and fighting with sparkle sticks.
I know.
Yeah.
But, God, I love it, dude.
Yeah,
I love Star Wars.
I'm loving Obi-Wan right now, though. Obi-Wan's really good.
Yeah, it's a little hit or miss sometimes.
Although when he was deflecting all the bullets in the hallway, that was pretty funny looking. He's like,
yeah, I have some issues with that show, but overall I'm enjoying it.
what don't you like about Obi-Wan?
Well, I think it's I think some of the it's not the story that I thought I was going to get. I don't know. I thought we were going to get more of like his story, but this story is really about like rescuing Leia and I was like, it's cool. I just wish there was a little more. So we have one more episode. I watched the new one this morning, and we have one more episode. It's cool to see Darth Vader back. It's cool to see Hayden Christensen back as Darth, because I mean, I grew up with the prequels. Like I saw them all in theaters with my dad.
Chandler, I am your father.
Oh man, those movies, they're not great, but they're very nostalgic for me.
Yeah, I don't have any nostalgia when I watch them, so that's why.
That's fair.
That's why it's like
I have a lot.
Yeah,
I have a ton of nostalgia for all the Star Wars movies, to be honest. But
yeah, I was on the Lord of the Rings side of things growing up. Like everybody in my circle was obsessed with Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah.
I haven't watched it in probably like all of them in probably 15, 16 years, and I probably don't want to anytime soon.
That's fair.
I could still quote every scene from everything just because I've seen it so many times. So it's just like I'm kind of over that.
That's cool, dude.
Return of the King is a cool movie.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never seen Lord of the Rings.
No,
I've seen The Hobbit. Unfortunately, I've seen all three of those. I don't like those movies.
no, they suck.
No.
Yeah, they're really bad. They're horrible.
Yeah, they're not great.
They're a train wreck.
They're not great.
They're really bad.
The first one's so long.
The best part is like
when
he's going down the hill with the barrel and his two arms stick out. Somebody layered the Halo thing on top of that.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, kill, ultra kill. And then his arms pop back, starts spinning Slayer. Yeah, it was pretty funny. That's the best part. That's the best part of that whole movie.
For sure, dude. Well, man, let's talk about you. That's why I wanted you to come on. I want you to talk about yourself. I know it's weird to sound, but let's hear your journey. Then we'll talk about kind of how we'll talk about our song and talk about future stuff. But let's talk about Micah. Let's hear about your journey.
Journey, like to date, like where I am. Like,
let's say were you born and raised here? Like, when did you get into like when did you know music is what you wanted to do? How's it helped you personally? Like, let's hear the Micah story.
Yeah, I don't like giving out too much personal information.
That's fair. You don't have to do that.
But I'll give you the gist rundown. But I grew up here in this area.
Yeah.
I've been here since I was 5. And I wasn't into music at all until I was like probably 8. So what happened was my brother started taking like guitar lessons and playing guitars, and I was just like, I want to play guitar too. So I went into the attic and I found this guitar that my had from when she was a kid, and it was strung up with like fishing string. So I grabbed it, and it kind of distorted when you played it. Kind of sounded pretty cool.
Yeah.
I grabbed it, and then I just started learning chords on it. Just like learned, A, E, F sharp minor, and D, I think, and just learned those chords. And I just hammered that over and over again, and then learned new chords after that, and then started taking lessons. Do you remember? Like that rock band from a while ago? They're still doing stuff now. But you remember Cutlass at all?
Oh yeah, I remember Cutlass.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So back after they released their album Strong Tower, their lead guitarist left. His name was Ryan Trout, and he moved here. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So and he was looking for money because he just quit his job. He's trying to figure things out, and he became my guitar teacher. So
really?
I was taught how to play metal by Cutlass.
I actually did not.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Were you saving that for the podcast on purpose? I didn't know that.
That's just a fact. I was taught by Ryan Trout, and I learned Cutlass songs and dropped D on his guitar that he recorded the songs on with the pedal board he recorded the songs on.
Wow.
So all these songs I'd listened to a ton, I was learning them on the rig they were recorded on.
Okay.
It was kind of crazy.
That is cool.
That's how I got into drop D, playing drop D. And then we had a fun time with it. And he was like, Cutlass was a big deal right then when he left.
For sure. Yeah.
So it got out that we're like, we're hiring this guy for guitar lessons. And so that's how Ryan, my guitarist now, he learned how to play guitar. Was Ryan Trout taught my guy Ryan. So we have a picture where there's like all of us, and we're like 10 and 12 years old in a circle around Ryan Trout, and he's playing guitar, and he looks the same as he did back then, the long hair with the earrings and stuff. And we're all learning guitar from him. And he didn't know that I went full-time music. So I tagged him a bit ago and posted that picture. And he ended up following me and messaging me. He's like, dude, this is insane.
That's
he's like,
awesome.
I was like, yeah. He's like, yeah, man, I took what you taught me and I ran with it. And he was like, that's huge. So
That's awesome.
It was really
dude.
fun.
That's cool.
Yeah. So anyways, that's how I learned how to play guitar. And then the church I went to at the time, they were looking for someone to record the worship team when I was like 12. Or 11. And I was already messing around with music back then. I had like a Casio keyboard and stuff like that. And I just volunteered and I was like, hey, I'll learn all the software and record you guys. They never ended up doing it. But
Yeah.
So they bought me, I think they spent like $2,500 on me.
Wow.
So actually look down there at the rack right there. See that black audio interface with all the XLR ports on the front?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's from that.
Oh.
That's like, I got that when I was 12.
Okay.
Yeah, it's crazy. So they bought me all this gear, which I wouldn't have invested that much money into a 12-year-old, but they just decided to, and I'm really glad that they did. And I took that and I became obsessed with it. So I was homeschooled because like we didn't really like any schools in the area.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah. So so what I would do is I'd wake up, because as soon as, it's funny thing about kids is the second you give them a reason to do something, they just like all of a sudden they're like, oh yeah, I'll get it done. So I'd wake up at 8, get all of my school done by like 11 because it really wasn't that hard, and then I would produce music until 5 a.m. in the morning.
I did not know that.
Yep, bad habits all the way back then with my sleeping. So yeah, so I did that. That was a weird sound that came out of me.
You hungry, dude?
No. I don't know. Anyways, that's how I started producing music.
Yeah.
A real pivotal point for me as far as being a producer. We went to a concert, and afterwards I went and talked to the drummer that they had, because I recognized the software he was running. It was a different version of the software I used. I used Cubase, and he was running New Window, which is the same company, so it kind of looks the same.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, is that Cubase? And he's like, no, it's New Window. And then we started talking, and I thought I was hot stuff, man. I was 13. I was like, man, I produce anything. I'm not real good at it.
Yeah.
It was not good stuff. I could play it for you. It's bad. Like I have it all actually right here.
Okay.
I have a thing called the Micah vault. So I'm talking. Anyways, so he's like, how many songs? Well, so we started talking. He's like, yeah, music production, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, all right, so how many songs have you produced? And I was like, I don't know, man, like 100. And he literally looked at 100, which is true. I'd produced 100 tracks, as you see. And he looked at me and laughed and walked away from me and said, come back to me when you've produced 1,000. And that was the end of the conversation.
Wow.
Yeah, it was probably not a really rude thing to do to a 13-year-old.
Right.
But it jarred me so bad that, where's the mic? There it is. It jarred me so bad that like, I was like, bet. so I just started producing really quickly. It gave me a lot of perspective though of just how much work you need to put in. So I started grinding out music. Yeah, stuff I used to produce back here and do like.
I think you showed me
this. This is vintage Micah. Yeah. Not very good. Yeah. I appreciate the effort. He's like air guitaring.
Okay, man.
Yeah, no, please don't do that. Yeah, it's not good enough. It's bad.
All right.
So, anyways, so that was really huge for me. So I started that really kind of got my work ethic going. And I always would tell my parents, like, I'm never going to get a job. I'm really good at music. I can do this, you know? So I always had that mentality. And then 18 rolled around and I was like, I have no money. Everybody else I know has money. I need to pay for things. You know, I need a car.
Yeah.
So I went into construction. So my first experience was this guy telling me that like I'm not working hard enough because I only have 100 songs, you know, and I need to have 1,000. And then you go into construction and then like you get an incredible work ethic when you work in construction because you show up to job sites that are not well planned out and you're usually set up to fail and you make it work anyways.
Right.
I remember I showed up to a house once and we had to put a door in the wall and it was cinder block wall. And it's just a solid cinder block wall on the exterior of the house and we had to put a door in it. And I looked at it and I looked at the guy I was working with at the time and I was like, it's impossible, bro. Like, how are we going to put a door in a cinder block wall?
Right.
And he throws me a hand grinder and he goes, like, let's do it.
Oh my gosh.
So we cut the wall open with hand grinders and put a door in and left.
Wow.
So, yeah. So, and that was one of those times where it was just like, you know, 18, 19-year-old me was like, this is impossible. What are you talking about? So, but that really changed my perspective. So I did construction for 3 years and that's how I bought all of this. Yeah. I did construction and bought all my gear and then quit my job and went music full time. Oh yeah. With like, I only had like $1,000 in my account when I quit. I was just like, YOLO. Like, I'm done with this.
Let's do it, man.
So, and I got out and I did, those guys I work with back then were great guys, but I jumped jobs a bit and then ended up with them and they were nice, but you know, just like, I want to do this.
Yeah.
So, anyways, so kind of got my work ethic from that. And I think as it stands right now, I've produced over, I'm probably at 6,000 songs now, or like 5,000, 5,500 or something like that. So just like I just started blasting them out like crazy because of, learning the work ethic and learning all that. So, so that's just the producer side. Back to the artist side. I've always loved the idea of being an artist, and I've always loved writing. Writing's always comes to, as you know, when we were writing, it comes very easy to me. I just sit there and just let my mind go, and then I just like grab whatever pieces make sense and ignore the stuff that's really stupid. Usually sit there and laughing to myself, and you're like, what's going on? Like, I just had the weirdest rhyme pop into my head, bro.
Yeah.
So I look deranged when I'm writing music.
No, dude.
Just like
yeah, your process is cool, man. I like that. That's cool. That's a cool story.
I rhymed banana with it.
Yeah.
So, but all that as far as artists goes, I always wanted to do that. I started playing and singing, wanted to produce myself, and then I've always just kind of rolled with it. And then I tried to go. I met some really cool people on SoundCloud back in the day. I was like 14, and I met my buddy Matthew, and he was dominating on SoundCloud back then. Yeah, like his SoundCloud links, like you post a song and like you can't even see the waveforms anymore. It's just covered in comments. You know what I mean, type thing. So he was dominating on there. So I met with him, and now we're really, really good friends. And that's Matthew Parker. If anybody knows me, we hang out all the time. We do Twitch streams every Thursday night now together. And
shameless plug.
Yeah, shameless plug. Yeah,
just kidding.
5:30 p.m. Show up on Twitch. We're playing Valorant with me and Matthew Parker and other people. Jump in. We'll play some community games and have some fun. Anyways, back to what I was saying.
That sounded really good, man.
Back to
that was really good.
So, Micah Ariss Music Twitch. So,
there you go.
So, anyways, I'm kind of like. I'll be just dead honest with you. My story is so complicated because I'm in so many different endeavors now that it's hard for me to remember exactly how I got here. Yeah. But pretty much I wanted to do it. I've always wanted to do it. I got into it when I was 12, and I was sponsored when I was 12, and we got a bunch of gear, grinded really hard, loved rock music, just started learning how to produce it, found some community with some other friends that none of my friends are metal producers, are all like EDM producers and pop producers. Yeah. But found some community, hung out with them, quit my job, went full time, bought a studio, and now I professionally produce other people full time. Had some cool opportunities to do some fun things like make cable television shows. Yeah. Got a chance to work on being the editor for a song for Sonic the Hedgehog, which was super fun. Yep, that was really, really cool. For the new Sonic 2. No, it was it's just a remix that I did. It was like it's called like the something edgy remix or something.
Oh, that's right. You're showing
it's like I forget what the song's called, to be honest with you.
I don't remember.
Fist Bump. I think it's called Fist Bump. Yeah. Yeah. So like we did Fist Bump, which is fun, with my buddy Tyler. Yeah. And his buddy Andy. So so that's kind of where I'm at right now, is just like producing music full time, making go of it now as Micah Ariss a little bit more because I have the time, the infrastructure now, and the team built behind it. And that's kind of like, that's the long version of it, I guess. I mean, that's actually like the extremely condensed version, but like it's pretty long story still.
No, that's cool, man. So so for those curious, because my cousin, he's pretty young, and he wants to, I mean, this is like what you're doing. Yeah. It's like what he wants to do with he wants to make music. He wants to produce music. Like he's young. He's just about to start high school. Okay. And so this is going to be for him. So so you didn't go to school for any of this. You learned it all. You learned it all on.
I don't recommend going to school for it either.
I heard it's tough.
Yeah, it's really expensive. You don't get anything. I have had a lot of friends who have gone to music or colleges and like had good success with that. Mm-hmm. But it's not like really common. You have a lot of debt on the back end, and then all it really does is teach you how to network. And you're usually like a way better producer than everybody else there anyways. It's not an environment for you to grow in. It's an environment for you to suppress yourself in and network. Yeah. So you can't excel when everybody's in the competition because they're all there to be music. Right. Exactly. At least that's my opinion from being on the outside.
Sounds about right. So, yeah, that's cool. Yeah. So how do you so as a guy who didn't go to school for it, kind of learn on his own, what do you how did you learn how to do it? Like, what programs do you use? Like, for people who are
just in the technology age now, it's just I wanted it, so I went and found it. On YouTube, you just you get on there. Half the stuff on there is just garbage, and you should ignore it. I sought out. I'd say if I was starting over right now, the first things I would do if I knew nothing about something is I would seek out a mentor instantly.
Yeah.
I'd network with them, explain what I'm doing, find somebody that was willing to work with me and talk to me. Just find the guy who's you that you want to be.
Yeah.
And then talk to him and ask him how to do it. Fastest way to do it. I would copy other people's work like 1-to-1, not to release, but I would copy it 1-to-1 and then re-engineer it, you know, so at least go through the steps of that, you know. So if you're trying to grow as a producer, and like, let's say you love, let's say you're an EDM producer and you love Marshmello, I would recreate a Marshmello song 1-to-1 and get it to sound as good as you can and exactly like his, and that'll teach you more than trying to just set off on your own and make your own thing, you know.
For sure.
And then you can, then all the knowledge you take there, you can use that to learn like your own stuff, you know, just like seek people out that know way more than you and learn from them.
Yeah.
Would be my best advice. And then just like networking, you know, talking with people. And if you're trying to go music full time, nobody cares about your potential. So this is something that all my friends hear me say all the time. Nobody cares about your potential. People only care if you can do it again for them.
For sure.
So I would just make your own music and make it as good as you possibly can. And then somebody will ask you to do it again. Also, you can pitch it to people. So I would go find your ideal person that wants to hire you and pitch it to them and say, I can do this for this much money, half up front. And then do you want to do it? And then if it's the right person, they'll say, yeah. And then you just do that over and over again, you know?
Okay.
So
That makes sense because, you know,
that's my best advice. Yeah.
well, you know, music is hard. Music is very hard to. I mean, people think it's just like, oh, you listen to the song and it's like, oh yeah, but there's so much work. We can tie that into.
I just push one button and the song's done. Yeah.
Yeah, right. I wish, and we'll tie that into how we kind of how we met and how we did the song. But it's like I realized how hard it is to make a song, produce it, market it, and keep that flow going. Music is hard, and so it's very difficult.
Yeah, even Spotify themselves. I don't know if I'm going to quote the statement correctly at the moment. They said music is not an event; it's a cadence. Or release is not an event; it's a cadence.
Oh yeah.
So like that kind of puts into perspective. It's just like it's not like we build a bunch of stuff and then drop it and then everybody accepts it and we blow up. It's like you drop it and then you have to continuously be hitting with the next thing. You know what I mean? Otherwise you're not going to grow. So it's like, it's not like I built something and it took a lot of effort and then here you go. It's kind of like I've re-engineered my entire life to be a sustainable content creation machine.
Yeah.
And now I'm competing. And it's right now I really feel it's about who you have to like once a month is like minimum. It's like who can drop once a month at the highest quality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Unless you're in the bigger circles, there's some of the guys that aren't really doing it. But if you're like a brand new artist, you're trying to grow, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't have a lot of like momentum to begin with, then like right now, it's just like you're dropping once a month, you'll just go up. You know?
Yeah.
You have to stay decently consistent as well, because here's the reasoning for that is algorithms right now, everything's algorithm based. So if you're trying to grow as an artist, you don't really want to jump genre too much because there's not a real person that's like labeling what you are. Mm-hmm. The algorithm is labeling what you are and then pitching it to those people.
Right.
So if you're like purely metalcore, you will get pitched to the metalcore people and then you'll blow up, you know, and then you can kind of play around more. That's one thing I've been struggling with recently is I just have a really hard time being in one thing, but I'm kind of hampering myself, but I'm happy. So it's kind of like, I don't care.
No, that's cool. No, dude, I think that's awesome, man. I love how you do different types of, like hearing the song that we did and some of the stuff that you've done before. It's, you got a lot of variety. I think that's a good thing. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I'm trying to stick within just like metalcore, pop punk, and then acoustic right now. And then those are the three that I want to do.
Those are the best, dude.
That's and I'm hip hop here and there. It's pretty funny if you look at like the playlist I'm on. It's like best hip hop of and then metalcore.
yeah. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool to see on all those playlists, though, man. I think that's probably a great feeling to be added on all. I mean, it just helps your brand.
Yeah,
helps
thank you. Yeah. It's working pretty well.
Yeah, man. That's super awesome, dude. Well, let's go ahead and let's talk about how we met. Let's talk about
crazy story.
We'll talk about how we met. The song, kind of the future of the song, what we want to do next. But how we met was literally
it's so random,
insane. It's a story about it's just a crazy
trial,
story.
hardship, tribulations.
Well,
a man on a mission to scream another day.
Well, I think it was more like you were the man on the mission trying to get me to do it.
I was a man on a mission trying to get the other man who's supposed to be on this mission.
That's true. That's true.
Hop on the friggin' mission.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, dude. I mean, for real. So let's so we'll talk about it. So we'll talk about how we kind of met, and I don't know if we can talk about that or not.
Sure.
So here's how it kind of went down. So I do reactions for YouTube, as you all know. I post my podcast on YouTube.
Yeah.
I post it on whatever.
And they're really good.
Thanks, man.
Because you're really funny.
I appreciate that, dude. Thank you. I try to have fun with it. So
You do, for sure.
yeah, I don't want it to just be boring. Just sit there and be like, you got to have fun with it. You got to be your own. You got to have your own personality with it, or you're just gonna blend in with everybody else.
You make people feel good at the end of the music. You know what I mean?
Well, I try to, especially if it has lyrics I can relate to.
Yeah,
especially if
for
it's
sure.
like lyrics and I'm like, oh, dude, I can relate to that big time.
Yeah.
You know? But no, dude, I actually started off doing a podcast, and then I realized I was like, oh, I can try doing reaction videos. And then Memphis Mayfire comes back with a heater called Blood and Water. Well, not the song.
Is so good.
Yeah, Blood and Water, and everyone's like, whoa! And then they started releasing single after single after single.
I like never listened to Memphis Mayfire at all, and then out of
Really?
nowhere, I'm just like, I'm a Memphis Mayfire fan.
Dude, I've been a fan since I was like probably a freshman.
Yeah, I never listened to them at all, until Blood and Water came out. Like I knew,
Really?
of them
I didn't know
and
that
I knew
either.
their existence. I'd never had listened to them ever because it just wasn't really. Because like at that point, that's when back when I was really getting into more metalcore stuff. It's like 2017 when I was really moving over there. And that's when
Yeah.
Hyperveil was like popping off, and like
That's true.
So it's I was just kind of transitioning around because all my friends, you got to remember, like all my friends are in pop and EDM and stuff.
Yeah.
So I listened to a lot of that. And when you work construction, you just listen to country 24/7.
That's true. Lots of country music.
Yeah.
Which I like country.
Yeah,
so
me
it's-
too.
Yeah.
Let's go. It's country.
I know, dude. Your voice fits for that too. Dude,
Oh, thanks.
It's pretty awesome. But
Yo.
yeah, that's right. But it was cool. So Memphis Mayfire had been putting out these heaters of a song. They dropped their second single, Death Inside.
Yeah.
And super sick song.
So good.
Oh, dude, yeah. Like the breakdown
All
is
of
super
them are
sick.
good.
Yeah, they're all.
There's not a single one on there I don't like.
It's so good.
Yeah.
All of it is, dude. It's like, I think it's our best album.
It all
to
feels
date.
like different flavors of your favorite ice cream. Like,
It really is.
it's like this is different, but it's the same.
It all-
and I'm okay with that because it feels like pop punk. Pop punk is like every song sounds the same, but if you like it, you like all of them.
It's
You know
true.
what I mean?
It's true.
Same with Memphis. It was like all these songs. There is range, of course, but they all kind of hit the same. You know,
yeah.
and you're just like, I like this. I
Oh,
like this
yeah,
a lot.
dude.
I could turn this entire album on at the gym and just vibe for the entire time.
Dude, it's so good. And then
really good.
dude, Kellen left a comment on my video, and
Oh, yeah?
he was like, dude, thanks for doing this. Follow me back on
He's
Instagram.
so
I
nice.
was like, dude, I've just
Very accessible.
yeah, he's so nice. They're all nice. I've talked to Maddie the most, but speaking of Maddie,
Shout out to Kellen.
Yeah, Kellen, you're the man, dude. But
Dominating it right now, too.
Speaking of Maddie, so he loves reaction videos, and he shared my video to his story. I get this tag, and it says Maddie Mullins mentioned you in a story. I was like, this is probably a
You're looking at your phone.
You're like, what? You're like, whoa. I was like, what's going on? And I had,
It's like Maddie_Mullins. It's like some troll account. Yeah.
but it was him with the verified check mark, and I was like, there's no way this is him. I was like, what? I was like, what is this?
No way.
And that's when I wasn't talking to any. That's when I just started, so I wasn't talking or trying to
Yeah.
be, not to say friends with people, but I wasn't talking to anybody.
Professional networking.
Yeah, and I was just throwing it out there, but he tags me at the ending breakdown, and I was like, and I messaged him back saying like, dude, thank you for sharing this. Not really boosting my views, and he replied back saying, dude, yeah, it was awesome. And I was like, I felt so starstruck when Maddie replied back. I was like, what? I was like, whoa, I've been a fan for years, dude.
Yeah.
Like, and I've seen you live like twice, but so he shares the video, shares that clip, and then one of Micah's clients
Yeah.
reaches out to me.
Shout out to Jack.
Jack, you are the man, dude.
I hear voices in
You-
my head.
You are. He has such a good voice.
His voice is insane.
Literally, like, it's so crazy how.
Am I allowed to play a clip of it?
Yeah, of course. It's you. You produced it.
No, I mean, like, am I allowed to play a clip of it, like, for on like Spotify and stuff, like podcasts or?
Yeah,
Okay, like,
absolutely.
let me find it. I gotta
Yeah.
find him in my sea of things. Yeah, keep talking. I'll find it.
No, it's cool. So yeah, Jack reached out to me, and he's like, "Hey, dude, like I saw that Maddie tagged you in the Death Inside." He's like, and then I kind of looked at your channel. He's like, "Dude, he's like, you're a man of God. You're like Star Wars, Batman. Like we got along. We got along really well. We got along really, really well. If you have, yeah, you could play
This
one.
is in a blank. I gotta find voices. So just to give you an idea how much I work, these folders were all created after I made voices.
Oh my
So my
god,
projects after that.
Micah is a hard-working man.
I think these are some of the ones that were
Very
before.
hard-working man.
Yeah. Sorry. It's like,
No, you're good. You're good. If you have it, we can play.
yeah,
a
I
little bit.
got it. I just gotta find out where on my computer. Jack. That's the wrong Jack. That guy's really good too. But yeah, anyways, here it is. Jack Spencer, voices in my head. Jack's voice is like insane.
It's like so.
Sorry if that's loud.
No,
Here.
like I listened to it, I was like, that's what he sounds like when he sings. I was like, what the?
He's like down low.
I was like, whoa.
He's got a really fun, like almost like Post Malone shake in his voice.
It does. I love that, dude. I love that shake in his voice. It's so sick, dude.
And then like it sounds like it should go up here and he doesn't. Anyways, we'll skip ahead.
Good.
And he goes up.
I
It's just
love that,
insane,
dude.
yeah.
It's so good.
So huge shout out to Jack Spencer.
He is.
Go stream Voices by Jack Spencer on Spotify. Here, check this out. When he goes like, bro, it's just like
It hits, dude.
Anyways, yeah, shout out to Jack.
Yeah, Jack's the man, dude. So I did a reaction to
That song.
that song. It's
Yeah.
been a while, so I was like,
Been a minute.
But yeah, I did a reaction to it, and I sent it to him, and that's when you caught wind of that reaction. Yeah, you reached out to me because I didn't know who you were at the time. I had no idea. So you messaged me on.
Yeah, nobody does.
Well, no, I'm not saying like I'm not because of your music. I was like, I
Even if it was because of my music.
I didn't. Well, I didn't know I didn't know who produced it. I was like,
Yeah.
it just sounded good, and he
Yeah.
sounded great, and then you reached out to me, and I believe we talked for a bit, and then I think you'd asked me to do a reaction to a couple of your songs, I believe.
Yeah, no, after I saw you do one of the, it's just so fun watching you react to something I produced that I was like I wanted to watch it again.
No, so I did. I'm
So I
trying
sent
to.
you my understanding.
Yeah, and I like that song a lot. That was really, and then I did. I refuse. I believe.
Yep. Yeah. I sent you I refuse after mine was sending me because I wanted you to expect me to sing.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
true.
I start rapping.
That's true. Yeah, dude.
How would up people up again?
I was like, dang, dude, homeboy can like spit, and so.
Yeah, this song's very fast.
Yeah, dude. And then I'm trying to remember exactly. We talked for a little while after, just kind of conversing and
Yeah.
chatting, and then after that, I think I'm trying to. I think you asked. I don't know if you. Oh no, you heard me scream in my car. I believe. Yeah.
Just walking by.
I'm trying to remember.
Dang, collab, bro. Yeah.
I'm trying.
Sorry, if the rip headphone usage. My bad.
I'm trying to remember what song I was screaming to that made you go like, I want him on the song. I don't remember what it was. I post stuff from my car on my Instagram.
I post stuff from my car.
I just
He
do it for fun.
hides, you know.
I did one the other day and I sent it to you. I know.
Yeah, it sounded really good. I really liked that a lot. Yeah,
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
It was,
but
it's really good.
But yeah, and then you kind of, I think you mentioned like, I would love to have you on.
Well,
this
like
song.
when I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, he can scream.
The voice, I can't.
That's the voice in my head. That's how I sound. I like talk like this, but in my head. This is how it sounds. Yeah, I just saw. Yeah, no. So I saw like, oh hey, Chan sent me a video. Oh my gosh. So anyways, and then you scream, and I was like, that is so good. But like I know, so I was asking do you have a setup to record anything?
That's right. You did ask me that. And I was like,
because I was instantly like, okay, I'd love to do a song with this guy because our personalities are similar enough that I was like, I feel like you and I could like just vibe together really well. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
totally.
it made sense. So yeah,
Yeah.
once I hit you up.
Yeah. So like, yeah, you asked me. I was like, not really. I don't have anything at all. And then we exchanged phone numbers, and we exchanged phone numbers, and then you're like, hey, can I call you? And I was like, yeah. I was like, well, what time is it for you? And we were on the same time zone. I was like, no way.
Yeah.
And then we found out he lives like 30 minutes away from where I live.
It was really funny.
Legitimately, I was like, what?
I had this really weird feeling, like when you told me that, you're like the second you were in the same time zone as me, I was like, no. I was like,
You're like, there's no way.
there's no way.
You're no.
There's no way.
Or he lives in Seattle or something.
Yeah,
lives like
there you
far
go.
away.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
We live so close.
Yeah,
Like,
no, we
super
were really,
close.
really close together. So it was pretty funny. I remember I sent you a text. I was like, dude, I live here. Where are you? And I was just like blatant with it. Just like, tell me where you live.
I know. And then I was
Yeah.
like, no
I was
way.
like, no way. That's why I told you where I live first. So that way it wouldn't be.
No, you're good. It was cool.
And we're like, bro. It's like, bro.
We're like, what the heck? Well, then you told me that you used to go get chicken strips at a certain store. I was like, I've been to that store so many times.
Yeah, and then I told him.
I was like, what? And you got your haircut where I live. And I was
Yeah.
like, are you serious?
and then
this guy who produced all this music.
and you've been to the school that I shot the music video that you reacted to.
I have.
Yeah, so it's funny. I was like, dude, that's that school. And then you're like, what? So it was pretty fun.
It was cool. And then I was like, oh,
Yeah.
dude. And then I won't lie, when you asked me to do it, I was super nervous. I was out of the game for a while because
Yeah.
I haven't done a full song in a while.
Yeah.
And I was kind of like, not making excuses, but I was like, I don't know if you, maybe you want somebody else.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I had to coax you to do it for sure.
You did, but then you sent me the instrumental. I was like, okay, maybe we could do something with this. And
I think the worst moment was when you got COVID. You're like, what if I can never scream again?
Dude, well,
and I was like, no way. Like, that's not how physics works.
that was, and then you had COVID like what after?
Yeah.
I was like, crap. We gotta
yeah, okay, bro, don't worry, we'll make this happen.
Well, I was nervous because everyone was like, like obviously like lungs and like breathing and stuff. Like I had the shortness of breath.
Yeah, but
and I was,
you're Chandler friggin' Burton. There's no way you're never gonna not scream again, bro.
Right,
What are you gonna hop on a song and go, yeah? Like, there's no.
Can you imagine? No, everything was fine.
I can't imagine.
I was a little worried, but no, it was cool to come with like a professional studio and actually record. The first day we recorded What Have I Become.
The look on your face, bro, when I played it back for the first time was awesome. I was like, I hit play and you're like,
I've never heard anything.
Whoa.
I've never heard anything like it before. Like, because when I recorded before, it was in someone's like bedroom.
I have all the same plugins that everybody else uses to cheat.
Well, it sounds good.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds incredible.
You sound good either way.
Well, I appreciate that, dude.
But I got like the common distortion plugins that people use on screamers and stuff. So
yeah,
like it gives you the exact same tonal quality as your favorite screamers, you know?
Yeah. And I was listening back. I was like, oh, maybe I can do this. So
the name of the plugin's hilarious. It's the most metal thing ever. It's called Decapitator.
The Decapitator.
Yeah. So like, hey, I'm just gonna put Decapitator on your voice. And this isn't from Idaho. These aren't decapitators. This is decapitator.
Decapitator.
Hard ore.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Oh dang. Yeah. Get up around. Yeah.
That's right.
Okay. No. You gotta do the full voice. Like, that's right.
That's right.
Hey, welcome to Chandler Burton Podcast.
Welcome to the Chandler Burton. The thing that you made me. Yeah.
Yeah. I did that.
Welcome to the Chandler
I pitched
Burton
that down
Podcast.
though. I went like, welcome to Chandler Burton, and then I pitched it way down.
That was cool
sick.
though.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot, dude.
It was really cool.
It was super cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. The song is What Have I Become. We worked on it for a good long time. Actually,
I gotta play this.
You're listening to the Chandler Burton Podcast. Turn it up to 11 and rip the knob off. This is Chandler Burton.
I love that, dude.
Yeah.
I use that in all my podcast now.
Sick.
But yeah, man. I came in. The song's What Have I Become. Mike asked me to be on it. I was super nervous. We wrote the lyrics. The first day, we got the majority of it done. We changed a few, came back, did the majority of it. I screamed for like 6 hours.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That was a long scream. Long.
Do you have throat coat?
I went home and I drank like a bunch of tea, but it was cool.
I actually had some upstairs. We could have made some
That's okay, dude. That's all right.
next time.
Next time. So you say you want to be on the podcast again?
Sure.
Awesome. I love that, dude.
Yeah.
I love that a lot. But no, yeah, the song was great. It was cool to be part of a project.
Yeah, I mean, I'll jump in here really fast.
Yeah.
The song gave me so much trouble, though. It was one of those songs, I wrote it, like the original versions of it, and it was just bad. It was just straight up bad. I don't know if I have the original anymore, because whenever I get really mad at a song, I overwrite it.
Yeah, I feel you.
Because I don't even want this to exist on this timeline anymore. So,
I feel you.
Yeah, so I don't know if there's any older versions of What Have I Become, but I was not happy with the song at all when I was working on it and just really trying to get it figured out. So I was trying to find ways I could put a new spin on it and make the song cool. So I'd rewritten the chorus like 3 or 4 times, and that's when I found Chandler, and I was like, okay, what if I put a screamer on this? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that would elevate this song that I'm having a really hard time with.
Was it not supposed to have screaming at all?
It wasn't originally, no, because I didn't
know that. I didn't know that.
I didn't know you existed. So,
I didn't know you existed.
You were dead to me. But anyway, so it wasn't supposed to have you on it. Is this What Have I Become? Rough clip. Yeah, this is like a whole different, this is the original intro.
Did you send this one to me?
Maybe. Yeah, it's like the original. And the chorus, this is way different.
Oh, that's so weird. Now you gotta play the other version too.
And then it doesn't have vocals because I was mad at the vocals.
Did it have a breakdown in it?
Yeah.
Oh, I do remember this.
It's like the version of the breakdown from Wish.
Oh yeah.
So it's like really cheap sounding.
How different. That's
this is when we rewrote the music. You lied to me. So yeah. Anyways, there you go.
That's so weird. I think you did send that version.
Yeah, the original version. It sounded more like a weird, early 2000s rock song.
It sounded like something from like Super Mario Brothers. I don't know what.
Super Mario Brothers.
Dude, I would love that. Dude. Can you imagine your song gotten
Oh, that's a different song. Sorry. No, it's like what have I become? Rough? Like during the drop.
Yeah, like when you go to fight Bowser or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Can you imagine?
Mario.
Ready? Here we go.
Here we go. Let's go.
Oh wait, no, it wasn't it.
You can watch it burn. That sounds so different than the version we have now.
It's much different.
So crazy, dude. How
Yeah,
it's like
extremely different.
But it's cool. It's cool to watch.
goodness.
It's cool to watch the process from a song start from like that.
Start
to,
from
like,
dumpster fire
to being a really sick song.
to fire.
I mean, yeah, to fire.
Remove
And,
the dumpster.
it was super sick,
Yeah.
and I really, really liked it a lot. It was cool to be on a project like that and be in a music video, which I didn't know you were going to do one for this one.
Yeah, I'm back. That was back before when I asked you to be on the project. It was before I decided I was releasing once a month, so I didn't know what I was doing at all. So
Oh yeah, that's true. That you are doing once a month. I think that's a great strategy to have.
yeah, it's hard. It's really, really hard to do, but
Probably very time consuming.
yeah,
but
it's insane.
you're like, oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it's-
it is.
Well, because I work like 400% more than everybody else does on the project. So for everybody else, it's not too bad, you know. But but for me, it's like insane.
Yeah.
So like, it's like I'm editing the videos, I create the lyric videos, I'm producing the song, writing the song, I'm the singer, you know. So I'm like directing the video, and then I'm PR, I'm doing release statements, I'm networking, I'm getting it, pushing it. So it's like there's like this huge process, you know, and I didn't even mention like in all of that posting anything. So it's like there's like this huge process like of the content creation that it's kind of ingrained in me now that I don't even like remember what I'm supposed to do. It's kind of
Right.
just like breathing. I just kind of like go from one step to the next now.
Yeah.
But it's insane. And it takes a lot of time, and it's one of those things right now where I feel like in my career, I'm financially, I'm just like taking like 2 steps backwards so I can take like 10 steps forwards, you know?
For sure, dude. I feel
So
you, man.
like pulling less clients for Ariss Studios and pushing more on Micah Ariss, you know?
I
So-
love that, dude. That's awesome, man. Well, let's talk about the music video just for a little bit. So,
Sure.
I've never done a music video before, and I remember this, and I laughed driving home because I was like, man, I thought honestly it was the best advice because I love what you said. I remember we were about to start,
Yeah.
and I was like, what do I do? He's like, man, you know what to do. I was like, dang. I don't know what I don't know what to do, Micah. But then we kind of just did it, and it ended
Yeah,
up being,
you knew exactly what to do.
well, it's just from watching other music videos.
No. It's from those a million hours you have staying in front of a bathroom mirror with a remote.
That's true.
You're screaming, watching yourself.
That's true.
You know exactly like all those movements you do where you like have this here and you're like doing like the elbow down thing.
Oh, yeah.
I know you stand there and watch yourself for hours and hours and hours.
Well,
doing
dude, I have older YouTube videos from an old account called
Yeah.
Black Dude Screamer 19, where I used to just
Nice.
it was literally on my old iPod, not touch
that. Classic Nano.
No, the one it looked like an iPhone, but it wasn't an
Touch?
iPhone. I guess it was an iPod Touch.
Yeah.
I used to record myself. I put on my PlayStation 3, have all the music just on the background, and I would just scream.
Yeah,
so,
but you like would always hold something like you had a mic.
always.
Always. So
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I mean you have all the muscle like this was your first music video, right?
Oh,
So
yeah.
but you
never
had
done one.
hours and hours and hours and hours of muscle memory.
It was true.
So like when we shot the teaser, I was like, oh yeah, this is nothing. Because same way, I would sit there and just stare at myself in the mirror, just singing along to other music, just pretending one day it was me. And lo and behold, now it is. So,
Right.
But that's how I can always. I memorized because there's always a weird disconnect when you look in the mirror and you make a face and you're watching yourself, and then you like make the face, you look away from the mirror, like you feel like you're not making that face. So it's like this weird disconnect about like what you feel and what's actually happening. You know?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like what you and I have done is memorized what a look feels like, so we can recreate it in front of a camera. Because if you're trying to recreate it in front of a camera and you've never seen what you look like,
Right.
you just look so funny. It's really bad. You're like trying to be edgy or do a death stare, and you're just like,
You're like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that looks awful.
yeah. Or like you ever had the time where you feel like you're smiling, and you look at the picture later, and you're just not.
That's me in every photo.
Yeah, you're like it's like me smiling.
And my mom hates it because she's like, Chandler, smile normal. Like, this is me normal.
No, this is I relax my face muscles, but it's my resting face. But my face is relaxed. I'm not mad. You got neutral Micah, which is happy Micah for now.
I love that, dude.
Yeah.
That's
So
right.
you gotta, if you're, okay, just professional smiling tip to anybody else who's taking photos there. If there's no tension in your cheeks, you're not smiling.
There you go.
Okay. So if you're like looking at a camera and you're relaxed and you're like, I'm thinking happy thoughts. You don't look happy. Okay. Just
Okay.
like there has to be some anxiety in your cheekbones. Okay. So you gotta be like, you know what I mean? Then you're smiling.
Look at that, dude. I love that. Oh, that needs that needs to be on a t-shirt.
T-shirt.
What have I become?
That needs
And
to
just
be a
that.
sticker on Twitch. So when you become a sub, you
Oh,
get to.
yeah. Oh, that'd be
You
sick.
get to post that one. Yeah.
That'd be sick, dude. Yeah, but I love that, dude. I absolutely love that. But the music video was a great experience. I asked Mike if we were going to do like a story-based one, but because he told me he's doing the one single a month. I mean, definitely. I mean, again, going back to what Memphis Mayfire did, they had a few music videos for a couple. They had one for Make Believe and their song Somebody, but the rest were literally in that TV.
That inspired, honestly, a lot of what I'm doing now. It's just,
dude. I love seeing it. Dude. From what I remember, what you showed me from like, because again, they've been a band.
Well, I'll back
forever.
that. Remember what I told you a little bit ago about like what I would do if I started over again? I would just go find what somebody else is doing, or go talk to who I want to be and move on. When I saw those numbers they were like cranking out, and how they like just kind of like 180'd their like music career and just like went off, you know, that's when I was like, okay, they're doing something really right. I'm just gonna like do something very similar to what they're doing, and then run my own numbers, and then adapt beyond that. But that's just the way I am. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be original. I'm just trying to be successful. So it's like, cool. So yeah,
it works. I mean, it's seeing like, I mean, they released every song except 2, and the album. I mean, let's do it all together. It's still exciting to listen.
I don't think I've listened to Remade, or is it Remade in Misery?
Oh, they have Misery and the Fight Within.
I haven't listened to Misery all the way through yet, or I think the Fight Within.
Dude, Misery. There's a breakdown in the middle of that. Just get you going. It gets you going.
We'll have to do a reaction in the studio sometime.
Dude, that'd be fun.
I'll be a guest reactor.
I've already heard it, but
oh yeah, well we can listen together.
Okay, I can watch you react to it.
Yeah, we can both pretend we shoot music videos.
Yeah, man, absolutely. That's totally true, man.
Hey, just for anybody that doesn't realize this, the cables that are plugged into the microphones, they don't go anywhere. Yep, we never play anything in the music videos.
That's true.
I had one guy. I did a live version, and this guy was like, "Hey man, great song, but you need to upgrade your microphone." And I was like,
"You're like what?
What?"
Like, dude, it's just for like
this is a live performance. Like, yeah, but on the other stuff, it sounds way better. And I was just like, okay, I hate to break it to you, I was lip syncing in those.
No, yeah,
yep.
I actually, it was funny. When I first started, the first couple of takes when we did it, I was screaming it. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna lip sync it.
If you can, I always recommend singing it. If you can't do it for the 4 hours we're shooting continuously, then I would recommend lip syncing.
Oh yeah. Well, I was like, we gotta get a lot of shots, and
I just refuse to go for the high notes if I'm shooting a music video.
Oh yeah.
I'll just like do all the fun stuff and skip those. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure. That's a good idea, dude. I was like, man, because I thought I'd be like, all right, shoot Chandler, and then I'll just hang out. But we did a lot of shots, and I was like, I can't scream for 4 hours without being touched. So I was
especially when there's loud music happening. Because you raise your volume naturally. Which like as a screamer, that's not a good idea.
No, I started to realize like my voice is getting raised. And I'm gonna get tired.
Yeah, you're like, I'm about to tap out. That's how you can tell a seasoned performer. You know what I mean? If you're on stage and they're only giving as much as they need to, and not letting the crowd get to them. You know?
Oh, for sure. That's good, man.
Being a good performer. So
that's awesome, dude. Well, dude, the whole experience was great, and I want to thank you for having faith in me, for having to be on. I mean, it's been awesome.
Very easy.
The song has been very successful. You send me all the updates, and people are still watching the video on your channel, Space on Travel, and my channel. Like, people are still liking it, which is awesome.
Like successful relative to previous things that we've done.
Yeah,
we're not trying to be out here like, oh yeah, man, we're amazing. And it's just like it's done compared to their songs I released before. It's done very well and opened new doors for sure for Micah Ariss, and it's benefited your channel as well.
It's been, dude. I've had people. I mean, it was cool. Like, I can go in my YouTube studios on my phone, and you could see how many subs you get from like a certain video. Dude, I've had tons of subs just from the visualizer.
Yeah,
and I'm like, it's awesome.
Yeah,
like, and people I've never even seen before comment saying like, I've never heard of your channel, and I like it now. I didn't know you did reactions.
Yeah.
Or people say like, I didn't know you could scream. I've been watching your reactions for over a year now, or been however long.
It's so cool.
I love it, dude. And I'm just like, yeah. I react to music, but I love making music, and so it was a very cool opportunity to be a part of, and which kind of leads me into, I mean, the next topic is, dude, next song. What's like? So people, because I've actually had people message me saying, "Are you doing another song with Micah?"
Yeah, you can definitely tell them, yeah, for sure.
Yes,
I don't.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are doing another song.
I can't get. This is the Chandler Burton podcast.
One more time for the people in the back. We're doing another song.
Absolutely, dude. No, I'm really excited because we did want to mention a little bit where you said you felt like the song was a little bit safe.
Oh, one thing. It does not currently exist.
No, there's been nothing.
This is not a teaser. This is just we show intent.
Yeah, nothing. There's no
Nothing exists.
no demo, no lyrics, no. I think
Well, there might be demos.
Yeah. Or you have a demo
I have a lot of demos.
of what you want to do for the next one?
I have no idea. It could be.
I mean, maybe.
Usually I have like these bare bones demos that are like really stock that my guitarist and I build together, and then we kind of customize them. So it's like we always have like a bunch of stuff just like laying around, and then we'll like, does this fit the feel? Do we like this? And then I usually bounce them off people that come to my studio and just like, hey, what do you think of this? And I get a vibe check that way. And then I have a group chat. And then also, I think here in the near future, I'm going to be launching a Patreon that has a Discord where I'll be able to get heat checks off of my patrons and just be like,
good idea.
Yeah, just like the lowest tier would just be like, hop in the Discord, hang out with me. You know what I mean? And I'll show you everything I'm working on, and you guys can tell me,
People love
do
that,
you
man.
like it or not like it? You know?
Yeah.
So
I love that, dude. People will definitely join, man. So.
only all metalcore fans.
That's right, dude. Absolutely. So,
Yeah.
I mean, yes, there will be another song. I'm super excited.
Oh, show.
Yeah, but you said for this song we were talking before, you said it feels a little safe.
Yeah, it was really safe. I mean, it's the first time you and I ever worked together. And
Very true.
Wasn't
First
gonna
time.
go crazy on it. Pressed for time. Everybody's sick. Nothing's. I was
everyone-
really stressed.
Everyone was sick, and
Yeah.
it was bad.
It's back. I think this song was in development when the Omicron wave went through.
That's one I got. And
Yeah.
I know it was
got it
because
too.
I remember that, and I was like, oh man, Micah's out too. Literally, when I was feeling better, you had it, and I was like, okay.
And
well,
then when
yeah.
the video was in production, the next wave that they decided not to name went through.
That's true, and then
Or the Delta one didn't do anything for us.
yeah, and then
the
both,
one after that.
both your guitars and your video guy were
Yeah, and
sick.
Michael wasn't there either. So the whole video was shot by
by you. You did the whole thing.
Yeah, and my wife shot.
your wife,
My
yeah.
wife shot. So my wife has never shot a music video before.
She did good.
Yeah,
It looked cool.
I was like, just point it at our faces.
Yeah, she did a good job.
And she did awesome, like way better like than I was. Like I had no. It's one of those things where like to be a good husband, you set your expectations very low because you don't want to like set yourself up to fail. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, so like I was just like, you know what, just point at us, whatever. But she did way better, just killed it. Everything
Oh,
was super
yeah.
great.
It looked
She's actually
cool.
shot on the last video as well. Like it's like I think like 30% of the footage on the Speedlight acoustic video is her.
Oh, good for her. That's awesome, man. That's really, really cool.
She's a really good second shooter.
That's awesome, dude. That's super cool, man. But yeah,
Or
dude.
primary shooter.
Yeah, dude. Well, it's just cool, like, coming back and do another song. Like, there's so many ideas. And also, too, I mentioned I was not included in the actual instrument part. Like, I had no, like Micah sent it to me,
Yeah.
like, just like, hey, this is what I'm thinking. I helped Micah write part of the lyrics, and then I yelled. That's, like, the only thing. A lot of people are like, wow, you must have, like, I'm like, no, I didn't do anything. That's,
Yeah,
I
I don't think I said it on the podcast, but I think I said it on the reaction video. I don't like to send anybody anything that's
Yeah.
not like ready for them, because a lot of people in the music industry will be like, they'll hit you up, be like, "Yo, you want to collaborate, man?" But they won't even have anything. They won't even have an idea of what they want to do. They just know they want to work with you because they like you.
exactly.
So, but when I go approach somebody, I go, "Here's a demo that's on like." Here's a demo that's built to have your voice on it. Here's me already on it. Here's a gap where you would be.
Yeah.
Because then what
Yeah,
happens is
me.
the guy who listens to it, he gets inspired because he goes like, oh, it's just a freestyle. He's like, yeah, I'll throw down. And then you get it. And then instead of getting a reply, you probably get the files back.
yeah.
So, which is much quicker. So that's what I like to do. I like to have everything mostly done before I bring anybody in.
Yeah, I love that, dude. So yeah, it just gets me excited for the next
Yeah.
project and just kind of see like what we can do with it. I know you're working on other stuff right now, but it's like, dude, people have been asking like, are you doing another
I'm
one?
not working on anything right now. Right now,
Oh.
I'm trying to work on my sleep.
Good.
I got a Fitbit, start tracking it, and it's like,
Your sleep score is 50. You suck.
it's like,
You suck.
Your REM sleeps are 2 seconds.
it's like, D.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's very important. It's very important to get a lot of sleep, dude, and make sure you get
Yeah,
the rest. 'Cause
tell
you're
me about it.
Working hard, dude.
I'll let you know how it feels later.
I'm glad, dude. I hope you take a nap later, dude. For sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to. I feel like if I take a nap, then I'll be up till 4 a.m. So I'm just trying to be exhausted and just like halfway useful all day long, and then
Dude,
the
and
next
then-
morning I'll try to be useful.
Yeah, man, absolutely, dude. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Well, man, this has been. I mean, the music side of things. We know that you're really good at what you do. But
thanks, man.
what are some things you like to do, like in your spare time? Like, what do you like to do for fun?
Yeah, actually, one thing I will say really fast. I'll backtrack just for a second
Sure.
back to the music video. The music video was scuffed. It was really scuffed. Like
Ours?
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
'cause
scuffed,
we had
bro.
the-
Yeah, like 2 days before we're shooting, Michael calls me and he's like, or 3 days, and he goes, "Hey, I can't make it," and he has all of the camera gear. Like,
Oh yeah.
so I had like the vlogging camera. So I like literally hopped off the phone with him and then dropped $1,000 in gear and then had it showed up the day before we shot.
I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, I literally
no
hopped on
idea.
Amazon after I hopped on the phone because he couldn't make it. I just bought like that lens that we're shooting on right here.
Yeah.
We shot the video on. And just but like the vertical, like just fogs and lights and stuff because there was nothing. And because he got it, which is fine. And now we have even more stuff, which is actually really cool because in the Speed of Light video we just did, we were able to use all the gear together and it was even cooler.
Yeah.
So, so he couldn't make it. So I had to pivot really quickly on that. And I was in Idaho when I got the phone call. So I was like producing someone in Idaho and then trying to arrange gear showing up. And then like the day before, Ryan calls and he's like, I can't make it. And then Tyler calls me right after I can't make it. And I was like, then Daniel shows up and I wrote the light show 30 minutes before you showed up.
Oh yeah, I think you did tell me that.
Yeah, and I've actually found out later that it was actually written at 170 BPM and the song is 160 BPM. So sometimes I do some editing tricks to get everything sync up.
Yeah.
But so Daniel, my drummer, looked at me, he's like, what do we do? He's like, you want to call it? And I was like, no, it's not an option. We're doing this. He's like, okay. So he just sets his whole drum kit up. My brother comes down. Thankfully, he wasn't sick at all. You showed up. I was there. And then my wife showed up, like, literally, like we were just started shooting and she showed up. So it was like, just like, flying by the seat of our pants music video.
But still cool.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. So, but we pulled it off. We got it done, and it meant a lot to me that the video got done, and everybody really liked it because it was so painful for me to make the video because it was so much stress and panic. And you were telling me too, we were shooting the video. You're like, hey man, this is because I was like stressed. I was like, this is really wrong.
Yeah.
You're like, hey man, this is great. We're having a good time.
Yeah, it was fun.
So like you were super good vibes during the whole time.
Thanks, dude. I appreciate it.
Shoot, and I was like losing my mind. Is like Michael's not here. I've never done a music video without Michael before. My guitarist, your guy. What is a metal song with no guitars?
That's true. It was
I don't
bass.
remember the words.
That was bass, you and me, and Daniel.
Yeah.
I was like, what the heck?
Yeah. No, I'm like, all right, guys, turn the lights off, send the fog up. we'll punch Tyler in later, and hopefully nobody notices. And nobody did.
No one did. It was awesome.
And nobody commented on that. He showed up in like a plaid open button.
So fun. I loved it. I loved it.
Yeah, I was like, you look like a pop punk guitarist. Like, so I was so out of it because I was so stressed that like he had other stuff with him that he could have looked more metalcore, but I didn't even cross my mind to even tell him to do it. So,
I loved that. I was like, it's awesome.
It is kind of scuffed, but yeah, it's great, dude. The next video, he has a Hawaiian shirt on. It's so funny.
Love it.
He doesn't usually show emotion when he plays guitar very much.
Yeah.
So in this one though, he's like swinging and smiling, and so he's got a Hawaiian shirt. It's so funny. It's like he's usually like super just like static, and now he's just like super just animated. The next video, which is really cool.
So yeah, so again, like we know you as the music hard hitting guy. We're doing another song together. We work on a whole bunch of stuff. But what does Mike like to do, like for fun? Like if let's say you had a day, you're like have a whole day off, ain't nothing going on. What do you like to do for fun?
I'm kind of all over the place. Back in my earlier like teens, you probably don't know this. I did a lot of parkour and free running.
I did not know that either.
So I would do like backflip 360s off of things and running. I can do like a round off back handspring, backflip.
What?
Yeah. What?
You're really?
Yeah, no, I'm not kidding.
Wow, that's pretty sick, dude.
Yeah, after we wrap this up, I'll do a backflip for you, like right here.
Okay. I don't want to know.
So I did that.
Okay.
So I had some buddies I did that with. So I did a ton of like free running. There's actually some videos on my Instagram that are of me doing it. If you go all the way back, you'll find them. Go back to baby Micah. But so that I got into airsoft pretty heavy for a while. So I'd go out with my friends and play that, and that was super fun. Kind of don't have a community to play with right now. I've done a ton of gaming. Actually, like top 1% in the world in Rocket League.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So I played a lot of Rocket League. I think I'm like 2,500 hours in Rocket League now across platforms. So I played a ton of Rocket League, which is super fun. Ryan plays a ton of Rocket League too, actually. So he's a little bit better than I am. And then a lot of gaming, honestly. So my usual routine is I get work done, I just go play games and hang out and stuff. So recently I've gotten set up to do Twitch streaming.
Yeah.
Because like I was like, I gamed by myself enough that I was like, man, I'd love to hang out with people, and I love people too. So it's just
Right.
like to have community and just like even play games with them, or like do those like things I showed you where you do like the mosh pit game where you can play exclamation point dance and you hop in,
that's super fun,
and everybody gets to play, which is really cool. And you can also set it up to do giveaways. So like whoever wins the mosh pit fight gets a download link to the song that's not released yet.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so just
That's
you know
awesome.
stuff like that. But yeah, here's like things I used to do. Like that's my buddy, and I would just run and do a flip over him.
Whoa.
Yeah, so stuff like that.
Jeez, dude. What the? Oh, that's terrible.
That's a 180 off the back there.
That's pretty sick, though, dude.
Yeah, those don't feel good. But
Those don't feel good.
yeah, I know. So just a bunch of stuff like that. It's just a lot of what I would do. It's just parkour, free running tricks, and
That's cool, man.
yeah.
I didn't know that about you. That's
Yeah.
actually really cool.
That's what I used to do. I'll get back to it eventually, but like when I started my own company, it stresses you out like crazy. So I gained a ton of weight because of that. I'm working on dropping it right now, but I just haven't had the time to drop it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's just when you launch your own company and your rent's dependent on you getting things done, you just like the hardest thing in the world is be in charge of your own schedule.
I feel you.
It's like I can do whatever I want whenever I want. So I always do whatever I don't want to do.
I feel you, dude.
It's so weird.
Absolutely, man.
It's so weird. So but now I'm gaming a lot. I've been playing Valorant a lot, so I kind of moved on from Rocket League because like for a while there I got just too toxic, you know, because like
sure.
at the higher levels. So yeah, now I'm playing Valorant, having a really good time with that. Been playing with my buddy Matthew Parker. He's another music artist who's really well established, and
Yeah.
we've been just like vibing playing that a ton.
I love that, dude.
Yep,
That's awesome, man.
most of it right now. How about you? Actually? What are you doing?
I play a lot of video games, playing a lot of Mario Strikers. That's mainly what I've been playing.
How many hours you put into it? It just came out.
I'm probably like 10 so
Okay,
far.
that's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not terrible right
Played
now.
Forza 5 yesterday. That was super fun.
Yeah, four is cool.
That's a really cool game.
Yeah, dude.
Have you played it?
I've played it, but I do not own it.
Yeah, I was
But-
like, you can't play it on a PlayStation.
No, I know. I play PlayStation and Nintendo Switch, but
Yep.
but yeah, dude, no, it's pretty cool. I've seen it.
I need
so
a PlayStation. I have everything else.
yeah, dude, try to get a PS5 right now. It's still impossible to find.
Oh yeah. Oh jeez.
People can't find it, dude. I'm just like, I got lucky with mine, but yeah, I mainly play right now. It's been Mario Kart and Mario Strikers.
All you gotta do is go bribe a Best Buy employee.
That's true.
Here's $100, man. If you just text, here's my number.
Please, just
text me.
absolutely, dude.
Please. Yeah, leave a voicemail.
Hey, it's me.
They'd be like, what?
This PS5 in yet?
Oh, that's right. They're like, oh yeah, this guy. That's right.
this guy,
That's
this guy.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Well, dude, Micah, I want to thank you, dude.
Yeah,
for,
man.
I mean, it's your house, but I want to thank you for coming to my podcast and having a chat,
Yeah, of
dude.
course.
A lot of people are wanting us to talk, even though we
Yep.
talk all the time. We people want to hear about the song, like behind the scenes, and what's going on,
You
and
could call your subscribers something. What would you call them?
family.
Oh, you call them family?
I call everyone's family.
Not like Chandler Deans,
no,
the Bertanners.
the Bertanners.
I don't know.
Sounds like a really like a bad dish.
That sounds like me, the burnt tanner. Like that. Like I can't tan. It's like it's burn.
Yeah, you can watch it burn.
Yeah,
That's right.
Hey man, do you ever tan? No, you can watch it burn.
I love that, dude. No, but I call everybody, everyone, either Patreon subscribers, everyone's family.
Awesome. I don't have a name for my people at all. I just
homies.
what's up, guys? It's
Guys.
me. Yeah, guys. I call them. That's not good. I need to find.
Nah, I
Welcome to Ariss Army. Yeah. This is the one. Let's
Yeah.
go. You know.
I feel you, dude. That's awesome, though.
So
But
I don't know. Yeah.
that's cool, dude. But yeah, I call them family because everyone deserves to have family and feel comfortable when they come to Chandler Burton Entertainment.
And they
So,
sure do, man. You got the positive vibes,
I'm
laughing, screaming, smiling.
I'm trying, dude. I'm trying my hardest.
You've mastered the art of people laughing with you and not at you,
No, they can laugh at me. It's fine.
but they don't.
I know.
That's why you have subscribers.
Dude, people have. I've seen like the nicest side of the internet. I'm like, this is very rare.
You're like,
I get a few hate comments, but mostly everyone's like really
me
nice.
too, man. It's odd. Like I've been looking for people to hate on the stuff, and there's like we can't find a single negative comment about What Have I Become. It's weird.
That's kind of. I mean,
Yeah, that's what happens when you make safe songs.
I expected to get some hate for it. I expected I Prevail ripoff people, but I mean, everyone's been very kind. Everyone's been really cool.
I
about
Prevail fans are usually really nice.
Yeah, the band's really nice.
The band themselves are really nice.
so
too.
it's like
Right here,
yeah. So I mean, it is what it is, though. But
Through my inside sources, I hear they're amazing.
that's true. I mean, we're waiting on new music, so let's go.
Yeah.
Seriously, dude. Oh,
No comment.
no comment.
No comment.
No comment on that.
New music though. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Maybe.
And from you too.
Yeah, you too. Wait, me? Oh.
From Micah.
Yeah, you too. New music.
Yeah, you too.
We need, Coldplay.
But dude, no, I was gonna say, dude, thanks for coming on, dude.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure thing, man.
thanks
Super
for thanks for everything, dude. Thanks for having me on your song. Thanks for just being the man, dude.
Yeah, and for the listener, why are you still here?
Why?
No, thank you so much for listening. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
We're two dudes having fun, trying to do something with our lives, trying to make a difference, trying to reach as many people as we can, and tell them, hey, guess what? You can do it.
That's right.
Yeah, that's our basic message.
Yep, absolutely. And I love that message, dude. That's very encouraging. So
Yeah.
thank you again, Mike, for coming on.
Yeah, sure
I
thing,
appreciate
man.
you, dude. And again, this has been the Chandler Burton Podcast. Always remember that you are loved. And until next time, hope you all take care.
Outro music.
I love it, dude.